First and most obvious, the pendulums will simply swing back and forth together in tandem. In the second mode, the pendulums will swing precisely opposite one another at a slightly faster tempo. Two completely different modes of behavior, separated only by a tiny shift in frequency. Frank's proof that these alone are the system's two natural frequencies lies in his ability to excite these modes, and only these modes, by simply pushing either pendulum at just the right frequency. Simple and elegant for a physicist. But now, how to intrigue visitors as well?
Mine doesn't sound like E at all to me.
No, it does to me.
Huh. That one's not as good. Ooh, now that's an ooh, and with the gravelly one, it's an O.
How does this shape here correlate to the shape that produces the vowels?
Okay, this shape corresponds to the area of your vocal tract at any point. At any point along this length, this would be the soft palate where there's that constriction. You have the soft palate hanging down the back of your mouth. This would be the front of the mouth cavity itself, and here would be the teeth and the lips.
Now, what sound is this again?
This one is for ooh, where your lips are real closed down on the front, so it's very constricted.
Yeah, that's what any resonant chamber is. I mean, a musical instrument will do the same thing. If you want to play a note of a flute or something, you're changing the resonance in the cavity of the flute, and this little cavity here accentuates some parts of the sound, and this one here accentuates other parts, and then together they make a certain vowel sound. I mean, this doesn't look like a vocal cords, but it's vibrating to act like a vocal cords. And the bellows aren't going to look like lungs, but they're really going to act like it by forcing the air through. And you can use these here, or you can use them on the adjustable one also. So you
What would two of these sound like together?
Would you like
that? Yeah, I would. It just occurred to me as you said that.
The speed may not be quite right for anything. And that just goes every time. It gives it a little push, and the two go together, so that together they're a resonant system, even though I'm only driving one of them. And if I let that go, they'll just stay like that.
Yeah, you can really feel it sticking on. So you can, yeah, it's quite strong. Okay, and it's obviously not there when you turn it on and make it hot.
With the Curie point's mechanical problems in hand, thoughts turn toward letting visitors actually feel the magnetism disappear at the critical point.
Yeah, I think that is.
But to do that, you're going to have a stick or a pole or something.
That's right. You don't want people touching it anyway.
Right.
Why do you have to have this happen automatically? Why can't the visitor
Because you
turn
can't
it on
let it
and
stay
off?
hot forever, I guess.
Oh, no, I thought
Can't
it
it
would be
be on
fun.
one of those
It'd be
switches
also,
where you
I
can
like
turn
to have
on?
things moving when people
area
walk
was-
up.
They decide that a mercury switch might be rigged to turn the heating element on and off automatically.
So the trick's going to be whether you can get enough of a tip with that stainless steel so it'll turn this on and off. And hopefully it won't oscillate back and forth, so it does kind of like this. Now to try it. There we go. Then it starts to heat up. Oh, hang on. You got the contact?
Yeah. No, it's
You just welded the stainless steel together.
I just pry it apart again. Why don't you pull the plug on the relay?
Happy life for relays in here.
Got it. Okay.
That's a magnetized screwdriver.
Kind of hot.
There.
There you go. All right.
It does work.
It's pretty weird, isn't it?
I love it.
It's not exactly elegant. It looks kind of like a cow jumping off a rock, you know?
Somehow I had this picture of a pendulum kind of swinging nicely away.
We have one exhibit that's a 19th century projector. and it has a little kerosene lamp to light it up. One day the kerosene caught on fire, and there were great flames inside this glass showcase, and all the public visitors stood around and looked at it, waiting to see what was going to happen, assuming it was just another exhibit, just a normal thing happening in the Exploratorium.
This sand is actually iron. It's really metal. Even though it's in such small particles, it's like sand. See what it feels like? See, and when you take the metal sand and put it near a magnet, it affects the sand. You see?
You can also see how the magnetic field goes through you, too.
If you go to the beach and bring a magnet, you can take your own sand off it and bring it home and play with it just like this.
Oh, he's growing hair! We're cutting his hair. Then we put his hair back on. Great job.
Oh, là là. Qu'est-ce que tu penses? And it doesn't feel like anything you've ever felt before, but it's a common straight pin. I mean, it's not very complicated also. It's a perforated piece of metal. And depending on how long a pin you use, it depends on how high you should have the glass. 170,000 straight pins.
Oh, they have on the table.
What the hell? That's too much of a pull. Let's try it once more now. Takes a while to build up that resonance. Hey, great. Very nice. That's nice.
If you just damp it, then it takes a longer time to cool down to the point where the magnetic attraction is great enough to...
That's neat. That's enough.
I like the switch because it's more straightforward.
It is something that's in your household as a thermostat.
And also, there's no reason why you couldn't, let people hold this away from it and actually turn the metal off for a longer period.
Yeah, we were thinking maybe having some kind of pole or something you could push away a little bit.
Building exhibits is teaching. We're always finding something that we made an exhibit on that we don't quite understand, and then try to explain it to each other and figure it out. And it's amazing how the process of teaching helps you understand.
You feel it. If you put a little magnet there and it goes da-da-da-da-da-da, and you can feel
like the demagnetizer exhibit.
The magnetism comes from bound electrons on the iron.
How are they different, though?
Because the conduction ones are free. They're the outer electrons that are free to go from one to the other, one atom to the other, moving as they want.
And the magnetic electrons?
The magnetic are still bound to the atom.
Inner shells?
Inner shells.
So what you got is the motors going around and around like that, and the wheels turn right here. And what it does, it changes the direction of the force. How about that? You want to go look at the big one? Go look at the big one. See? There's a gear, just like in the other one. See it right there? Yeah. Okay, that's the same gear as the little one. You stop it here, you stop one.
Like the other keeps on going.
That's because they're floating on it. See this right here?
You'll control it. You'll control this.